Hello and I welcome all of you to our coaching call number 172. And today we are going to complete our strategic alignment domain. We are one day ahead of that thing because I combined eco that day because as we said, I want to discuss much more questions at the end of the classes. So today we will be completing the strategic alignment domain. So starting with the strategic alignment domain, we have the program management plan. This program management plan is prepared once I already have my program business case and program charter with me. This we already see means program formulation phase is finished. Now I'm coming into my program planning surface. In the program planning surface, the first document that I am preparing is my program management plan. It is a final document of the program definition phase and should be continually updated throughout the program's life cycle, which means it is a dynamic document. Also, we have already seen in our magic grid that this program management plan is updated during the program delivery phase. It has the following key information: integrates the program subsidiary plans. What are the subsidiary plans? Are the one that we did in our magic grid: scope, time, cost, schedule, cost, quality, communication, risk, change, and information. All those 12 plans or the activities are part of my program management plan. It established the management controls and an overall plan for integrating and managing the program components. The program is defined in terms of expected outcomes, required resources, and strategy for delivering the needed changes to implement new capabilities across the organization. So this is telling how you define the program. So program is defined in terms of the outcomes or the benefits. Directly the question is always benefits is the correct answer every time. It outlines the major program events for planning and development of more detailed schedule. Key word here is the program events. This is only in your program management plan, very important from the exam point of view, nothing to do with your roadmap. It reflects the pace at which benefits are realized. Don't get confused with the word of benefit here, not benefit register, not benefit management plan. Key word here is reflects the pace. It means in my life cycle when this benefit will be realized. So that is the topic of when. So whenever that topic is coming of the time scale or scale or the milestones, that is in my program management plan. Serves as a basis for transition and integration of new capabilities. Defines how to assess the program's progress towards achieving its expected benefits. Sure question coming in the exam these days. Nothing to worry about the benefits. The focus in this line is on the program's progress. The benefit register of the benefits management plan doesn't tell you anything about the progress. Pace, progress, keywords for the program management plan. Depicts how benefits are delivered within major stages or the milestones. Again, the focus is on the stages of the milestones. So program management plan and program roadmap is the complete answer of this point. We will see the question also today. It includes component details, durations, and contributions towards the benefits. So in the program management plan, because in my next phase, the components are coming in the program delivery phase as we have already seen. So it will contain some details also about my components already in the program management plan. Present stages toward the final benefits of the program. Keywords is stages here. Depict how benefits are delivered through incremental releases or a series of models. Keyword is incremental releases. Whenever any component will deliver the benefits, I need to update the program management plan. It is an effective way to communicate the overarching plan, very important keyword, and benefits to all stakeholders to build and maintain advocacy. It can include graphical representations of the incremental benefit to provide a visual of when return on investment may help fund the program. So keyword is graphical representation plus return on investment. Yes, Sandeep Roy?
This incremental benefit is also a part of the roadmap. So we can discuss after the roadmap how both are different.
Okay, sure. Please take a note of this thing, then we will discuss. Incremental layers. Okay. It can include a graphical vision of ROI. Okay. First, let's go to the roadmap. So we will answer the question of Sandeep. Program roadmap. Now, this is a component of the program management plan and describes the following. Keep in mind, this was in the fourth edition only in the program management plan in the roadmap. But now the good thing is that the answer is coming program management plan and the roadmap. So the key number one, chronological representation of a program's intended direction graphically depicts dependencies between major milestones and the decision points. The graphical and chronological linkage between the business strategy and the program work. Structure of the program components by identifying the relationships keyword among the components and the
Hello.
rules. Yes, yes, Mr.
Wait,
Search.
congrats, just come on.
Okay. By identifying the relationships among the components and the rules that govern their inclusion. And the last, as Sandeep said, evolving aspects of the program, including incremental benefits delivery. This one, right, Sandeep?
Yes, sir.
Evolving aspects of the program, including incremental benefit delivery. What is in the roadmap, in the program management plan? Depict how benefits are delivered through incremental releases or a series of models. How benefits are delivered. And here is evolving aspects of the program, including incremental. So if he's talking about only about the delivery, then program roadmap can be the answer. But the roadmap will not tell you how benefits are delivered. So in that plan, the keyword is how.
Yes, in the
Depict
last
how.
point of the roadmap, last point of the program management plan, there is another incremental part.
It includes graphical
Last point.
representations of the
Yes.
incremental benefits to provide a visual of when ROI return on investment may help fund the future program. So this is when this question is coming, they're directly talking about visual of an ROI. They're not getting confused with the benefits. We have two questions like this today. But the main point is that program management plan and roadmap is the correct answer. That is the correct answer in the exam these days. The only
Understood.
thing is that don't click benefits management plan. Or at this moment, the students who are in the last week, don't confuse with the program management plan and the roadmap. This will not disturb you in the exam. Only don't click benefit register or the benefits management plan when we are talking about the incremental benefit delivery or how the benefits are delivered. We have to go towards the program management plan. That is the only thing that you have to keep in mind. Okay, Sandeep?
Yes, clear.
Very good. Contents of the program management plan, very important. Please highlight this on the booklet. 3 questions were directly coming from this topic. The contents of the program management plan that is used in the program delivery phase are: number one, strategic alignment, linkage between strategic goals and program components. Again, everything document that I am making in the business case or charter, it should be aligned with your strategic goals and objectives. Clear cut point. Executive ownership, a group or person responsible for benefits realization. Key milestones, significant points or events for making decisions and delivering the benefits. Key milestones is a share for the I am a document contains the executive ownership and list of components that will be practiced in your program. What other key information is a part of this document? So answer is key milestones, cost benefit analysis, and only benefits. They confuse and there was some other option. But the key point is that you should know what are the content of the program management plan. List of components, subsidiary programs, projects and program related activities, component information, component name, plan period, then dependencies is common, benefits realization period, how benefits are realized over time. Again, the keyword is how. and benefits transition and sustainment period, in which when benefits make the transition from the pragmatic to the operation level. Again, the top concept of the time when something is going to happen in your program, that is in your program management plan. Environmental assessments, we had a long discussion yesterday. EFs refers to the conditions beyond the immediate control of the team that influence, constrain, or direct the programs. EFs are these all the things, nothing to remember, but you should know whenever these unknown, these ambiguous things are coming, this is your enterprise environmental factor. Environmental analysis, comparative advantage analysis is will be the answer when he talks about some other thing is coming. You have to compare. It includes a what if analysis to illustrate how the program objectives and intended benefits could be achieved. What if analysis is used in the risk management that we studied yesterday. In my new edition of the book, I will also add this thing in the what if analysis, and risk management is a dead constant there. Feasibility studies assess the feasibility of the program with the organization's financial, sourcing, complexity, and constraint profile. SWOT analysis, as yesterday I gave in the answer, this only strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats or the external factors are mostly look into as per the SWOT analysis, because these are the external factors and the internal factors. Whenever this word is coming, then only SWOT is analysis, nothing to do with the risk analysis. The risk is typically the word for the what if analysis. Assumption.
I
Yes.
found out it's part of the program management plan. It has it right there.
Sorry?
It's a strategy. When you talk about the SWOT, it's more of a strategy plan.
Okay, strategic plan.
The what if is more of a risk. That's what the difference. So you need to add that in there too.
Sure. I will add this. And one other thing is that this another question is coming. Which analysis is used for optimizing the program charter and the program management plan? That is directly written in the book. So the answer is the SWOT analysis. The analysis used for optimizing the program charter and the program management plan, SWOT. Assumptions analysis. Assumptions are factors, therefore planning purposes are considered true, real, or certain when you are assuming something. There is your assumption analysis. And historical information analysis means when we are discussing about the successes, failures, and lesson learned, is particularly important during the program definition to assist in the program development and planning, and it includes multiple things. So that is a key point here. Risk management strategies, we discussed yesterday about the 3 points of the mitigation strategies of opportunities and threats, and that is very relevant. And you should know whether it's talking about the positive risk or the negative risk. Program risk threshold, measure of degree of the acceptable variation around the program objectives. How much is a boundary? How much is the boundaries? Okay, what is the limits? After that, your trigger has to be action has to be triggered. That is your risk threshold. Based on the risk appetite of the organization, program governance working in collaboration with the corporate governance and the program management team may also be responsible for ensuring that program risk thresholds are established and observed in the program. Then we have risk thresholds, medium, high, medium, low, and initial program risk assessment is also very important here, which is performed. It is performed to identify risks to be considered when developing the program management plan and when examining the environmental factors. And it's also include the root cause analysis. So the root cause analysis is the important part in the risk assessment. And the risk response strategy is it combines the elements of the risk thresholds and the initial risk assessment into a plan for how the program risk will be managed effectively and consistently throughout the program lifecycle. So that we have already covered. So I just went fast today. Only the key content is your program management plan and the program roadmap. So I will start with the questions because I believe that today also we will have some discussions. So I kept some more time about the discussions now. Okay.
I got a quick question.
Yes, please.
When we went through that, I noticed there was no roles and responsibilities, right? So I'm bringing that up only because it can get confusing for people. when you make updates to any of the program management plan, who authorize, who approves it, right? Because that's one of the questions. It would be the steering committee, correct? Anytime you go through a change with the management plans, right?
Any plan when you need to update, that is your program steering committee, you need to get the approval, then only that can be brought into action. Correct. So everybody can see my screen.
Yes, but before that, I have one question that the question answers which you have shared yesterday, 71, question number 71.
Yes, let's
In
start.
that one,
This one.
yes, here answer should be program charter, but the answers you have shared in that one, it is option D, program roadmap.
What is followed by the creation of the business case that authorizes the program? Answer is a charter. Simple authorization. Why
Yes,
should be?
but in that question answer which you have shared,
Okay.
in that one answer is D.
Okay, then it's a typo mistake. But we discussed charter
Yeah,
yesterday,
okay.
I think, right?
Yes, yes.
No, it says what is followed by the creation of the business case. It's after. It says followed by the creation of the business case.
Yes.
That authorizes it.
So
That
charter.
authorizes.
So charter.
That would be
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. The chart. I agree. Yeah. I'm thinking roadmap chart. Yeah. Okay.
Charter. So thank you. I will make the I think the typo mistake. Very good.
Yeah. Okay.
And the changes that I did, I will just quickly go through that because we have 2 minutes. I changed this option. I changed yesterday because I didn't put the charter, so there is no confusion now. This one, which although the AI or the other things are telling again negotiation and communication, I put in the option, but I don't agree. Then I discussed with 2 more trainers also. Answer is collaboration and transparency. Okay, 76. Answer is collaboration and transparency. 77. How can you maintain the program roadmap throughout the life cycle of the program? The correct answer is B. Update the roadmap reference to the changes, because the reason is whenever there is an update in the changes, you need to update your program management plan. The tracking the KPIs will not help me to maintain the roadmap. Tracking is only monitoring, like without doing any action. The key term of tracking is just to monitor, like in the health phase periodic health check. Program manager is tracking the KPI, but I'm not doing any action. So based of this reason, yesterday we all agreed. Now the B is the correct answer of 77. Update the roadmap reference to the changes. And if somebody doesn't agree, then you can please raise your hand. Okay. But I'm just giving a quick overview because this was thing that we changed today. 78. I discussed with the Scrum Master yesterday, which is doing the agile trainings, and the program manager is working on an agile project and other Scrum leads. Due to unclear specifics involved, changes are expected. So changes is the keyword here. How can you prioritize the user stories in the best possible way? Aligning the strategic goals and objectives is not minimum viable product, because changes have nothing to do with that. Minimum viable product is like a prototype in which I'm delivering something. So here the correct answer is value stream mapping. In the detailed answer, I have already copy paste in the sheet that I have covered yesterday. So 78.
It's because of also aligning you're aligning the strategic goals and objectives too. That aligns with the value stream mapping.
Okay, so value stream mapping is basically an approach, right? It's a technique or approach, we can say.
Yeah.
Very good. So 78, correct answer is B. 79, this we all agreed already yesterday, discussed with the sponsor for a win-win solution. We are going to the sponsor because sponsor is responsible to give me the resources. Question number 80, very detailed discussion. A program manager dealing with high critical risk program. So what analysis can be used to know more about the risk? That is the what if analysis. Thanks to Dr. Maria for detailed clarification for this question. What if analysis is typically used for the risk management, and SWOT is only used to optimize your program charter and the program management plan. So this was the correction that we had yesterday. And let's continue with today's question number 81. This is nice. Multiple answers. So I will give you my opinion and then we are open for discussion. A program is with two projects A and B. A has resources fully utilized, but program manager feels it can be used for B too. What should the program manager do to constrain resources of A with B? So what is the tone here? As per my understanding, I have to decide either I put the resources to A or I put the resources to B. Number one tone. And second tone, A is already utilizing the resources, but now he feels at the same time B can also utilize that. But as a resource, I can either give to A or B. So I will go for B. I have to do resource prioritization here. Because I have to select either I go give the resources to A or I give the resources to B. The key word what I feel here is constrained resources means I have to decide. Number one, this is a special word. Constrained means tight comparison. And another point is that A has resources fully utilized, means those resources are already booked for component number A. But I'm thinking as a program manager, I can give it to B also. So I have to prioritize. Either I go for A or B. So Dr. Maria, why A?
Why A?
Yes.
Because I read it differently, right? So I'm reading once the resources have been fully utilized for A, then they'll go to B. So, or when resources are available from A, they could go to B. That's how I read it.
Yes, but that will be resource interdependency. That like that we have to use a correct terms also, like this non-utilization and utilization is I will feel like a makeup terms. Our technical terms that we have for the resources is resource interdependency, resource prioritization, or resource leveling. Just we have to remember these three keywords from my point of view. And Fahasa, why D?
Yes, I have read the question other way around that if resource A and B have to share the resources, so in that perspective, so then they will program manager should have to define the as a resource interdependency. So
Okay.
yes, you are right that it is B, resource prioritization.
Okay. Abdullah, why A? Why D? Sorry. I just need to clarify between D and B because B is my own thinking, but a lot of people gave D, so I need to have a
I
discussion.
didn't. I didn't select any of the answer.
Okay,
Although I
then
was thinking it will be the D, but I didn't put it there.
okay, Sandeep, why D?
I'm still confused regarding this because here it is said that the program manager has to constrain the resources of A with B.
Yes,
While prioritization, we see that the program manager chooses either A or B. But
yes,
here in this case, he is actually managing between both A and B. Yes,
yes,
I understand your point that he's taking away the resource A is already allocated the resource. He's
Yes,
taking away the resource from A to B. So
yes.
that is a prioritization technique. But he's also managing between A and B. So that is why I thought interdependency was
Okay,
used.
Mr. Serge, why D? D, yes.
Yes, D, because my reading of the question is clear to me that there is no resource conflict. So the resources seems to be fully allocated to
A,
A
yes,
already.
yes. And
So
now I
the
want to take it to
idea,
B. So there's a conflict
yes.
now.
So the idea is that the prioritization is already done. So we are just managing the availability of the resources for the resource for another project. So the project B, so to
Okay,
me, is and then
okay,
that's
okay. Mr. Serge, only one thing. The one you said we have to do opposite. First, ideal situation is resource interdependency. If interdependency will not work, then I will do resource prioritization. The only thing that you said now is that resource prioritization is already done. Now his interdependency, that is not correct. Ideal situation is that there should be no conflict in the program. Program interdependency should be done, tried first. If not, then I have to go for resource prioritization.
This doesn't make sense, though, to me. I would never do this. I wouldn't even look at resource prioritization. I would look at what takes priority in the program of the projects. And then, send those resources to whatever priority of the project is, not according to the resource. That doesn't make sense.
So we had a lot of questions similar, Mr. Abdul. And whenever you see that the one project is finished and another is continuing, so you always need to think about the prioritization, because when all the questions which we ask, always when you see this kind of question, the tone that it say that one project is finished and another is still continue, and you need to use that resources, always look for the option of the prioritization. So this is one of the important.
Yeah, in agile, you would not do that. You would not do resource prioritization, because in agile, once you put the team together, you finish and then they go to the next. So it would really be project.
It might be on the project level, but not on the program. On the program, you are looking for this from the top perspective. So you have a project, and if one finished and on another, you still have resources,
Right.
so you can use it.
Right.
So I will suggest here that if we can discuss the leveling, prioritization, and interdependencies, all three concepts, and then apply them to this question. The first part of this question actually tells us that there are two projects in the program, and one project is completely utilizing the resources, but manager is feeling that they can be used for B2. So some of the resources can be pulled out from project A and used for B. This is the first part. So the last part is asking what should program manager do? Either he go for prioritization or interdependency or leveling. So I think if we have the concept of prioritization, interdependency clear, or leveling, then this question is answered better. So I will request you, sir, if you can please go through all three concepts, then we can, I think, proceed.
Okay, okay. Yes, Sandeep. Yes, I will come back to that, Irfan sir. But here, yes.
Okay, so there is one point that I have noted, that here it is said that A is already being utilized fully. So, he will do the resource prioritization if B is more important. But this question doesn't say that when A is already utilizing the resources fully, then ideally it shouldn't be taken away from me. So that is my point.
Okay. Currently, we go for resource prioritization B, but I will, like yesterday we had a discussion. If somebody has another reason, we share on the group and we will update it. Okay. I think if we spend more time, it will not help. So from my side is B now, but we will see. 82. Mr. Naveed, please select to me only. Please send me the personal message, not on the group, please, during when we are discussing. Yeah, Mr. Bhaskar, I agree with you. Mr. Bhaskar gave a very good comment. We have to answer based on the PMI thought of process, not rather than our industrial practice. Yes. So this is an easy question. So let's go through it quickly. The stakeholder wants to know the current performance of the program, what has been completed, what is yet to be complete, what will the program manager present to him. So what has been completed, forecast is gone. Final program is report. We are talking about the current thing. We are remaining with status report or program performance report. As I checked, status report is also a very good option, but as per my understanding, we don't have status report in PgMP standard book written as a report. So I will go for A. And also, if you go for page number 12 of the booklet, there is clearly written summary of the progress of the components, and number second point is description of whether the program goals will be met or not. So in this case, a lot of students gave A. So let's I agree with A. A is the correct answer here. 83. This question is actually coming from page number 13 of the booklet, which is the content of the final program report. But this is full theoretical question. I don't think any concept is involved here. I had a detailed look at this question. All of you are doing the question, so let me start discussing right away so that we don't lose our time. A program was closed due to some critical components, critical complaints. Stakeholders asked for the overall program report. What should be the contents of these report? This is in this question is talking about the final program report. This all agree? Yes. Here we are talking about the final program report, right? So in the content of the final program report are 10 points written on page number 13. Successes and failures is common. The other is reason for program closure. In my view, this is very important in this type of question. Why? Because we have closed due to some critical constraints. What are the limitations? So at least number one is that no answer is incorrect here. 100% correct, because all these 10 items, whatever is written here, financial performance plans, everything is in the final program report. Number one. Now it means that in this type of question, the scenario becomes very important. In which scenario he's talking about? So for my understanding, reason for program closure has to be in this type of the report where I have suffered some critical constraints. Okay, so B I will eliminate because of this. Then we come to the lesson learned, history of all baselines, good. Transition plan and archive plan. This I feel is very relevant here, because now the program is closed, but still I need to find how I will transition something, or what is the archive plan. So here is written benefit transition plan and archive plan for the program documentation. This is the reason what I found, but it is open for discussion. We can have 2-minute discussion on this question. But like I said, reason for program closure I think must be in this option at least. Everybody agree? The B we can eliminate because of the reason. And then history of all baseline is common in A and B, but a history of all baseline will not help me anything in this regard, in this scenario, at least in this scenario. to do some critical history of what is the previous version of the reports, what is the previous version of my documents I am using in the program. It will not beneficial in this type of scenario. And then D, financial performance assessment is also not relevant, I think, in my view, if I want to eliminate. So transition plan and archive plan. I chat on AI also, and it has a very long discussion. I chatted, and ultimately it's said that in this scenario, the answer was in this scenario, C should be the right answer.
Mr. Abdul,
Yes.
I'm confused. Really. So why C? Transition plan. So if it's unsuccessful and closed, why you need a transition plan?
What you have done before.
No,
if you have some benefits which already met, you have deliverables, you have to transit it, and archive plan, you have to have your lesson learned archived as well, historical information, knowledges, repository, etc.
And also it is closed, it's not terminated. So like Mrs. Sabina said, okay, I will close the program anytime, but I could have already delivered some benefits. Yes, Mr. Sanjeev, Serge.
Yes, yes, I think as well that C is a better option, even if A is not, A and D are not wrong. And yes, if the program is closed for some critical reason, is critical to have a transition and an archive plan compared to historic of all baseline and performance assessment. Yes, that's my feeling.
Okay, Sandeep.
Yes, sir. Actually, it appears to me, I'm wrong, I'm sure, but it appears to me A is the better option because it has the keywords of both the lessons learned and history of all baseline. Both of these are part of this final program report at other points in the final program report. So it is very hard to.
Yes, all these points are part of the program, final program report. History, lesson learned, even financial assessment point number 3 in my booklet. Every enforcing this, everything is in the final program report. This is no question in that. But from the scenario, I think C is a thing, but we are open for discussion. We will discuss again. Everybody can check this question. If you have different opinion, we can discuss on the group.
It was a very good point regarding the lesson learned, because in all our previous questions, whenever you see the case of the program closure and you need to have the document, the lesson learned is always one of the first, which is
right.
We are highlighting. So if in C we don't have a lesson learned, and on the others we have, and if we will have the same on the exam, then we might be confused.
Yeah, surely you have to be in the exam. In the exam, you will be confused. But the thing is that we have to. We cannot say what is the 100% correct answer, but based on the scenario, benefits. I think transition plan should be stand out. Anyway, I will from my side as of now. C is the correct answer, but we will discuss. 84, 84. Sorry, because I cannot go discuss. Even we in this question, we can discuss 10 minutes. And then ultimately the point is that there is no judge to say this is right, this is wrong. So I just don't exceed 3 to 4 minutes. So please apologize for that, because I have to close in 1 hour also. Otherwise, we can discuss for 2 or 3 hours also. Okay, that's the only point that I say, okay, now we have to do this. This is a very important, very good question. Okay. A. So let me start reading the question so we have an effective confusion. A program manager is working on a critically high risk program. What can be done to mitigate the risks in the program? The question is that how you can mitigate the risk. Okay. A, everybody is giving A. Okay, create the risk profile and the risk indicator. Dr. Maria, why you don't select A? A is clear about the risk. You should first know about the risk profile and the risk indicator.
Okay, yeah, yep.
Yes, so A everybody agrees. So A is one of the option. I also agree with A. Second is B. Let the higher management know the severity of the risk. Good option, but in my view, it will not help to mitigate the risk. I'm just telling them. Just keep this reason in mind. Then I compare it with option number D. Escalate to the governance board. If there is some risk which cannot be managed by me, governance board will solve the problem. So if I have to select between B and D, I will go for D more. Because when I will escalate to the governance board, it will help me to solve the problem. Only my thinking. Okay. So I will not select B. C, monitoring KPIs is wrong because KPIs have nothing to do with the mitigation of the risk. Escalate the governance board we selected. E is eliminated. Cancel the program. Why you will cancel the program? You are killing the thing from the root. It doesn't help. F, prepare risk management plan. 100% we need this risk mitigation plan. So from my point of view, A and F are 100% agreed. Everybody get A and F. So A and F we agree. And the third one I will select D. Escalate to the steering committee. Yes, Sandeep?
Please, I was just confused about D because there were some points that were written that if the program manager is unable to solve it, then he will escalate to the governance board.
Clear.
So it doesn't, in this question, it doesn't imply that he is unable to solve it.
Okay.
That is why I eliminated D.
I agree. Then which, if you select A and F, what will you prefer more than D? What will you prefer more than D? What will be the third one then? If we don't select D, then what is the third one?
I selected C, but that is of course the
no,
wrong
C
one.
is gone. C is monitoring KPI. I again keep in mind in this type of tricky questions, monitoring and tracking is just looking at something. That is not solving any problem in my case. That's why yesterday also the tracking KPIs we have to eliminate, delete. Why? Because I am not performing any action. Here also monitoring KPI is gone. So I will go for A, D, and F. $85. Yes, Mr. Bhaskar.
So we go to the next question. It's okay. No, that monitoring KPIs, sir, based on that, I thought that's a key point actually.
Yes, but he's talking about specifically the risk. Risk has nothing to do with KPI. The question is based on risk.
It's not okay.
KPI will not tell you anything about the risk.
Let me go to this question. Okay.
A project team member reached out to the program manager saying that the project manager is close to others. Sorry, the program manager. This is a type of mistake by me. The program manager is close to others and ignored him during the meeting. What should the program manager do? So, Mr. Ruslan, why B?
Well, C is obvious, so he always need to discuss with the project manager and explain that this is not the right way.
Yes.
But with coming to the project manager, create a conflict between the project team member and the project manager because he escalated. But if he will use his knowledge and expertise and will guide the project manager, it might help more. That's my understanding.
No, but here the good term is meeting, the face-to-face meeting. Meet with the project manager to discuss. First, you have to listen to him. Why he has this feeling for you?
This is obvious that when in any case you are always in the communication with your project manager. That's why I saw that it's very obvious answer.
No,
so I saw that
C, we should go for C. C is the correct answer in my view. 86.
What's the program manager do for continuous quality improvement board promote budget performance quality checklists? D.
Only the people who have studied the quality can answer this question, but this is a dead question. Those who know. Approach, Ms. Gopinath, The question is which approach you will use. Quality checklist is first eliminated. Although it's a quality question, but checklist is not the approach. Look for the keyword also. If I say for continuous quality improvement toward the program, which document will you use or what can be done? Then there is a quality checklist. D is eliminated here. Pareto analysis has nothing to do.
That's good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about the approach part. Yeah.
Yes, so D is gone. Mr. Rustam, Pareto analysis means 80-20 rule. In Pareto is a specific word in which use trivial many. So is not relevant in the quality management. Quality you have to do for everything. So direct answer is B, Kaizen approach. The Japanese term. I have written I will send you the option in detail. But the key. So, but this is for the quality thing. It was also new for me, but it is Kaizen approach. Those who are in the field can easily understand this. But Kaizen approach is the correct answer. B.
Yes, Kaizen actually suggests the continuous improvement.
Okay. Continuous improvement. Yes. Continuous improvement is the keyword for Kaizen approach.
Right. Yes. Right.
87. So, Sandeep Roy, please read the question and explain the question like we had discussed below. First, what is your answer?
Yes, sir. Question number 87.
Yes.
Okay. A program manager works for petrochemical industry. A key stakeholder wants to view a program delivery as a milestone. Which document will you present to the stakeholder?
Programs benefit delivery as milestones. So which is the correct answer?
D. Program management plan and roadmap.
Excellent. Why? Because Mr. Bhaskar, not the benefits management plan, because we are not talking about only how the benefit will be delivered. I am linking with the milestone. Benefits management plan will not tell me anything about the milestones.
So I deleted that and I changed it actually. I made mistake. I thought it was program management plan.
Yes, yes, D is the correct answer. And this is a typical tone that is coming program management plan and the roadmap. Clear, Sandeep? Like I explained before, don't get confused between roadmap and the program management plan. Only try to distinguish between the program management plan and the roadmap, please. So in 87, D is the correct answer. This is certain. This is 100% sure. 88. It's a very straightforward question. Fasab, in this question, why not B? Why not B? Because C and D are eliminated. Straightforward. A or B? Why not B?
That is a component oversight and integration.
Yes.
Which phase a component active? Okay, yes, it is activity.
The keyword here is the phase.
Yeah.
Correct. The keyword is a phase. B is not a phase. But the what he is confusing you is either between A and B. Okay.
Yes.
That's the only point. So if I say a component activities, yes, activities will be done everything under the activity of the component oversight integration. But
yes,
the question is asking about the phase. Phase is
in
your
which phase?
Phase is your A.
Delivery phase.
Yes. Mohit, why B? Why B, Mohit?
Sorry, I completely got confused. No, it should be A.
Yes.
I just overlooked something.
Yes, this is a very easy question. Please don't
Yes,
get overwhelmed. We have discussed a lot when and what, please. So I don't expect this.
PMI just has to give us one sentence and people get confused. They don't need to give us a paragraph.
to get you more confused. That's why the first liner will be a scenario. And please remember, in every scenario, benefit word will be there. Okay. This is a typical tone now. That's why yesterday also when I was making the questions and Mr. Serge got trapped in the resource management plan or benefits management plan, benefit is the most common word used in the whole PgMP because you are executing the program to achieve your benefits. Okay, so but don't get in the trap of a benefits management plan or benefit register. 89. So the keyword, Mr. Search, why A?
So A, because first of all, anything related to components is in the delivery phase, and the tone of the question is when. So when refers to me to a phase of the life cycle. Yes, so A,
Okay.
like the previous question.
Okay, but that was a typical. This was my fear that this will be a confusing thing. But in which phase is 100% clear delivery phase? But actually here, when are the activities related to manage? So he's getting more detailed in your component. When are the activity? I
Okay.
agree, the tone is there, but related to managing, coordinating, and aligning components with the program strategic objectives. So he is very clearly telling you when you're under how or what you are aligning your components with the program strategic alignment. So he said
So
to
A
be
is not
B.
wrong.
But
A-
the tone of the question is when are the activities? The question is not which activities.
Okay, but in that case, I wrote component oversight and integration. It's also when. It's not the typical name of the activity. Under you read. Wait, let me show you. Then it's a very point. Go to page number 9 of the booklet. I wrote every component will go through the following life cycle phases in the program delivery phase. Component oversight and integration is a phase. It's not an activity. Please read page number 9 of the booklet. These are the three phases of your program or the component. Number one is component authorization and planning is a phase in the direct words of your PMI standard book. 1, 2, component oversight and integration, components transition and closure. These are the phases of the program of the components. You got the point? Page number 9. Now, Sandeep, A is not the right answer here because he's getting a much more
B is the
detail.
better answer.
Yes,
B is
because
the
yes,
better
yes,
answer.
because he's getting a much more detail about the component complete activities what you are doing there. So please read
So,
page number 9 of the booklet.
yes, I have it in front of me. Then the previous question. So the question B, yes.
Yes.
Finally, B is also representing phase at the
Okay.
same. Yes. So.
But complete component activities are getting done. Component activities, component oversight integration is one phase of your component life cycle. I for to do my component activities, I need to component authorization and planning also. I need to do component oversight and integration, and I need to do component transition and closure. I should get all these three phases done. Then only my component activity will be get done. Not only be then in the 88, because the tone is only component activity. You need to get through complete life cycle of the program of this three component life cycle.
Okay, well noted.
Clear?
Not yet, but I have to read it again.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Can transition be a strategy? No. With some no transition is when you're transitioning the benefits to the organization. Organization strategy goal we will study because the strategy goal is at the top at the beginning. Everything should be aligned with your organization strategy goals. Mr. Facilian Dago, you joined at the end of the class. The class started 1 hour before. Now this is our last question. So every day, maybe you missed the time. Every day, we are meeting at 6 p.m. London time. So it will be 8 p.m. Saudi time, 9 p.m. Dubai time. Okay. I am surprised to see these answers. Okay. You are a program manager of a high risk program. Strategic objectives are translated into high level program scope statements to create which of the following document? So, Miss Grishma, why B?
So I went by the word, right? High level program scope statement. So when I look at high level program scope, it's usually charter. So I was confused between B and C. Program scope description and charter. High level was charter, and that's how I went with it. Yeah.
Okay. Strategic objectives are translated into high level program scope statements to create the program to create a program scope. This is eco 1 task 2. This is life cycle eco task 2. Straightforward. Why business case? Keyword is high level scope statement. High level scope statement will give me program scope description. Why charter? Why you selected charter, everybody? B.
Yeah,
Mr.
for me, I was confused between B and C. Either it's scope description or it is charter, because again, high level, that word high level
Okay.
program scope, that's how I went with charter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Sabina, why A?
Sorry, because high level scope we usually do
Yes.
before at this initial
Correct.
stage.
Correct.
That's why I chose business case.
Very nice. So in this way, the straightforward answer is C. Program scope statement. This is coming
Yes,
from life cycle eco task 2. In my booklet assistant, translate strategic objectives into high level program scope statements to create a program scope description. So high level scope statement is helping you to prepare your program scope description. So thank you very much for attending the class. I will send these questions. If you want to send, shall I send these 10 questions or at the end is okay? Because these are a bit difficult, different questions. So I will send this 10 questions on the group. And if you have any other opinion, then please, you are welcome to discuss on the group. Okay. Thank you very much for attending the class and see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
See you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.